Let's go over Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the character of Luke Skywalker and writer and director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is not only shooting over in the UK, but they also started shooting over in Jordan, which, by the way, they're doing a lot of scenes with Daisy Ridley and some very interesting characters that actually do have some connections to the prequel trilogy. Now, looking at Star Wars Episode 9 as a whole, I wanted to focus on the character of Luke Skywalker and what plans J.J. Abrams has for him in the final installment of the Skywalker saga. Now, looking at Episode 9 these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks and set designs and concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. However, aside from all of this, apparently J.J. Abrams plans on expanding the legacy of Luke Skywalker in Episode 9, as well as expanding some of the legends of the Jedi Master. Luke, for a portion of the film, of the overall plot, will be used in a way to move the plot forward in Episode 9, kind of similar to how The Force Awakens was treated. Now, does this necessarily mean that Luke won't have a lot of screen time? That's hard to say, but I can say one thing here is that it seems as though that J.J. Abrams is really trying to create Luke Skywalker as a tool, a utility in a sense, to really push the plot forward in a way for some or maybe even all of our characters in this movie. I think it mostly has all to do with both Rey and Kylo Ren. We do know that a lot of sets have been built over at Cardington that will be used for both Mark, Adam, and Daisy, one of which is only for both Mark and Adam, and the other is only for Mark and Daisy, indicating that there could very well be scenes where Luke and Rey have a scene, and Luke and Kylo Ren have a scene separately. So there's a lot of things happening for this movie, and what J.J. Abrams is trying to do, from what it seems, is he's trying to really expand the legacy of Luke in this movie, as well as telling more legends of Luke Skywalker. Now, this could definitely tie into the concept art description that we went over a couple of weeks ago about Luke Skywalker taking down the Star Destroyer during, I believe it was the Battle of Jakku. Now, that could very well have a connection as to why they are filming over in Jordan, which was the original filming location for Jakku in The Force Awakens, but they ultimately scrapped that location and chose Abu Dhabi over that. So maybe we're going to be learning a whole lot more about Luke's past life through other characters that knew of him before the events of the sequel trilogy, of course. Now, that to me sounds somewhat exciting, but of course we all want to see Luke, right? We all want to see Luke a lot in this movie, either in the form of flashbacks or Force Ghost or something around those lines. Yes, I would really love to see him back to life in this movie. I'm not quite sure if they would really do that, but it seems like J.J. Abrams, if he really wanted to, he could. He could really pull that off if he wanted to. And like I say, there have been a lot of rewrites on and off on the fly as they are filming this movie, and they could easily make a change for the character of Luke and make him come back to life if he really wanted to do that. It would just take a couple of, rearranging parts of the script and the schedules for some of the actors and actresses, which I know can be complex, but it can be done. But as far as expanding the legacy of Luke Skywalker, this could very well be us witnessing exactly how people are reacting to the current state of the galaxy and what Luke Skywalker did in order to make the Resistance live on and expand and grow to fight the First Order and Supreme Leader Ren. So, I gotta say one thing here for Episode 9, I'm just crossing my fingers that J.J. Abrams and whatever he's truly doing with the character of Luke, I hope that a lot of people are going to enjoy this and that it will actually meet expectations. Other than, what The Last Jedi did, where I believe a lot of fans were very much upset with how Luke was perceived or used in that movie. I gotta say, I agree. I was not really all too happy about how Rian Johnson used the character in that film, so let's just hope that J.J. Abrams does something completely new, different, and exciting in this movie. Expanding the legacy sounds cool, and telling us new legends of Luke is pretty cool as well. But we also want to see Luke do some amazing things in this movie. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.